I'm Rob, and I'm shipping my Yamaha T7 down to Santiago, Chile. Ride down to Ushuaia, turning around, and riding all the way back to Canada. Follow me to see where I'm going next.
Well, good morning, everyone. Just changing the GoPro battery there. I'm in Boquete at Villa Alejandro. So it's a house converted to a bunch of rooms. It was okay. It was nice. I'm not sure about the value. Maybe a bit tad expensive, but maybe that's just this town. So good news, I fixed the ABS. I've got a little video on that, so that'll be included here. Today, I'm heading across the Costa Rican border up to the Caribbean coast to a place that James Yeager that I met down at Show Pony told me about. So it's like 5.5 hours or so. I haven't had any breakfast or coffee, so maybe I can find something in town here when I leave. I came to Boquete for, as I said, potentially, well, not really potentially, but a lot of expats move here. That's not potential, that's reality. But a lot of expats move here because of the weather, cost of living, all that sort of stuff. It's up in the mountains, it's cooler. I thought, I'll check it out, see what it's like. It's nice, it's quaint. I don't know if I could, could I live in a place like this? Probably not. But it's nice, but it's not for me. So hopefully I can find some food and a coffee shop open here, because that's crucial, especially coffee. Yes, coffee. Okay. What is the mileage? I gotta record that because I changed the oil. 44,159. However, I know it's a lot more than that. I'll have to figure that out. I think it's at least 1,000 more. But I record every time, of course, I do any major maintenance. So that's all recorded, change parts, all that kind of good stuff. So I'm going to do that now, and then we'll get on the road and we'll see what we see. So here is my route today from Show Pony to Boquete. So upon leaving Show Pony, I'm going to go south down a gravel road for just about 2 or 3 kilometers. Then I'm going to turn east on Highway 461 until it meets the Panamanian Norte Highway. Then I'm going to go north on number 1, and then at the town of David, really. I'm going to turn east towards the Caribbean on Highway, I think it's Highway 41 here, and into the little town of Boquete. So it's really not very far. It's 132 kilometers today. But what I'm going to do is I need to find some oil and get my oil changed. So I made contact with a shop in David, and my plan was to go there and pick up the oil and change the oil at the shop. But when I got there, even though it was due to open at 10 a.m., I show up there just after 10 and it's closed and there's nobody around, and I text them again and there's no answer. So I start Googling, and I found another shop just maybe a half a kilometer away. And on my way there, I actually passed a Yamaha and BMW dealership. So I roll in there, and they don't have any synthetic oil, which anyway, it's a little bit puzzling to me. I also talked to them about, my ABS issue, and they didn't have anybody available to deal with that. So I went around the corner, found this other shop, bought the oil, and they were super nice. I asked if I could change it there, and they allowed me, which was great because they had all the disposable drums for the oil and funnels and rags, so it was really helpful. So got that done, back on the bike, and then up into Boquete. Okay, so I've been having this issue with the ABS and the speedometer not working, so I figured it out. So I looked up under here, and this is the rad guard, and the rad guard had a flange over top of here, and when it was up here, the flange piece, would stick out here, and then when you turn the handlebars all the way to the right, it pinched the ABS wire and just
snapped it or, you know, cut it. So yeah, shitty design for this aftermarket rad guard. So I've just cut this piece right off, and now I am splicing a new piece of wire. I gotta fish the wire out of here. It's kind of delicate work because it's really small. And then I have to trim the wire like this one here. And then I'm gonna stick a new piece of wire on this piece here with my connectors, and I should be good to go. So yeah, as I mentioned, I figured out what was wrong with the ABS. You can see in this photo that the ABS cable was getting pinched by the aftermarket rad guard that I bought. Like, what a stupid design. So in the oval, you can see that that's the ABS cable coming up from the front wheel, and where the red line is, that's this flange. And as I would turn the wheel all the way to the right, it would hit that flange on the guard and pinch against the cable, and it was compromising the cable. So yeah, what a stupid design. So I took that rad guard off and I cut that flange off, and then I spliced all the wires back together, and yeah, all is good. The next day, I hop back on the bike after fixing the ABS in Boquete, and I head south out of Boquete, which is the only way to go, and then I loop around left and head northeast on Highway 10 through the mountains, which is really a spectacular ride, and then on Highway 11 up the coast and into the little town of Punta Uva, where I'll stay at the Era Chief resort on the water on the Caribbean side, which is really quite beautiful. Northeast or east towards the Caribbean and Costa Rica. So yeah, it's a pretty nice little road so far. Not much traffic, and really pretty. Very pretty through here. At 400 meters of elevation, so it come down a lot because Boquet's at like over 1,000, like 1,200, I think. Little town of Caldera. Anytime I see somebody walk out onto the street, I go, oh, is it police? Because, as I've said multiple times, there's a huge police presence here. So the attendant at the Villa Alejandro last night, the homestay, was telling me, I was asking her about the heavy police presence, and I said, you know, why so much? She said, well, last fall there was heavy demonstrations from the indigenous people. They were blocking the roads and doing all sorts of disruptions based on a number of things. There's a big copper mine down near Panama City. It's actually a Canadian company, mostly controlled by the Chinese, as I understand. And of course the government's cutting cahoots with the mining company, and they're not really looking after the people or the environment, and the copper mines just, you know, it's not good for the environment. It's taking water, you know, all these sorts of things. So the people are complaining about that. Plus, the government has been promising, you know, support, help for the indigenous people, and it's not being delivered, mostly because, as this young woman said at the hotel, corruption, which I guess is not a surprise. There's so much of it here. So that's a bit of the reason why there's this heavy police presence. just to keep people in their place and prevent them from moving around and congregating, demonstrating, creating havoc, that sort of thing. Yeah. I didn't expect this. I just was expecting, more of a highway. This is really, really fun. I mean, so far the riding in Panama hasn't been the greatest. The places I've stayed have been the highlight. All the beach places have just been amazing, but the road is just, nothing too spectacular. But this is a pleasant surprise. Feel all alone out here. Stay on track. I love these, I think they're azaleas. Really pretty. Pretty much for the last 20 kilometers or so. We got a little bit of a more major road here because it's got yellow lines down it. spotted this hotel here, but I think it's empty. There's no guards at the gate. And only one car there. Anyway, I thought I'd just drive down here and take a look at the view and stuff. Bella Vista. Beautiful view. It's a little bit out of the way. Yeah, see, there's this guard tower here. Nobody's in it. Like it's completely empty. Nothing in there. But gorgeous setting, that's for sure. We're at 1,053 meters. Whoa! Woo. Turkey vulture just across the road in front of me in the air. It missed my mind. What an amazing road. Now we're heading east, northeast to the coast at Boca del Toro and the island of Cologne that's off there. But there's a couple of obviously really nice refugios, hospedillas, homestays, hotels up here I can see on the map. And what a location. Man, the views up here are really, really, really gorgeous. And there's a policeman in front of me, so I have to go slow, which is kind of unfortunate because it's a beautiful road to just rip along on. Coffee Cabana, yeah, that's cool. Doing here. Whoa, up around 4,000 feet. I never thought that'd happen in Panama. Didn't expect much out of today's ride, but this has been really pleasant. This is Highway 10, Route 10, from Boquete over to Boca del Toro and across the border into Costa Rica. Or Boquete, I should say. Boquete, I should say. In the mist. Yeah, here's the policeman on a motorcycle again. Man, watching him ride, he's kind of erratic. So there was a truck in the ditch back there, like on its side, over on that side. And the policeman didn't stop. Like, I guess it's been there for a while and he knows, or I don't know, but, well, I didn't stop either, but yeah, it was quite evident it wasn't there just now. Oh, wow, look at this dam. shop, man. Getting a move on. Going like 30 kilometers an hour. Okay, that's good. The cop turned off. Not a big river there, holding back all this water. And I don't see like a generating plant. It just looks like a dam. Just obviously for water control, flow control. Look at the weather. It suddenly changed. I might get rained on here. It's 22 degrees. I'm actually going to zip up the jacket. A pipeline. I think that's water. So, on the long descent here to the coast and out of the fog and clouds, which is nice, and it's warming up quite a bit. Cafe Isabel. Okay, so the drivers have got considerably worse over here. There's lots of construction and there's potholes, and people just weave all over the road to miss the potholes, and they don't really take much concern for people coming the other way. And, you know, they're on this side, left side of the road, right side of the road. They're just all over the map, and it's frustrating. You want to pass these guys, but you don't have no idea when they're going to swing out to the left and miss a pothole. And when they do, they don't look behind them. Alright, 11:24. I think this is the town of Almirante, the town that you can take the ferry to Colon Island, Bocos del Toro. Yeah. So yeah, things have changed a lot in the last couple hours. It's we're on the Caribbean side. A lot more indigenous people over here. Down at sea level, 33 degrees, and hot and muggy. Yeah. Roads are in worse shape over here. Checkpoint there. That was a National Guard, and he's pulled me over, wanted to see my passport, but he was a nice guy. He actually helped me out. He told me when I get to the border, I first got to go and get my passport stamp for the exit of Panama at customs or aduanas, and then the next building, walk up some stairs to immigration, and get my tip for my bike, the exit, so that they can verify the bike's exit in Panama. And then I go to the Costa Rica building.